Hi everyone, just sitting down for this flow session, and its basis is on truth momentum, and that stands as a constant wheel of time for all of us. Whether we take truth forward and it cycles through our field in our lifespan here, or whether it actually just hits the ground and we don't follow through on it. So the thing to analyze a little of is how often you might have something rise up in your awareness at whatever level. Might just be a gut knowing, might be a heart spark feeling of your joy but you choose not to express it, might be an actual more spacious connection of gut, heart spark, and a self-expression required. You might even get like a vision to go along with it, but still you don't act. So spirit is our energy inspiration, and that is momentum. So when you get an inspired feeling, you know you felt it. You can't really ignore the fact that you felt it, saw, knew, you need to act on it. And if you didn't, no one else can do that for you. So that's where you can get sort of a lowering of your spirit feeling and attract other vibrations to focus on instead. Or you can bring yourself back into that alignment and actually acknowledge, write down ideas perhaps you can't act on right now, but you know you really want to, and then you actually let them sprout. Okay? And so sometimes they can happen so quickly, and we just sort of let it go. The fact that we didn't act on speaking up, saying something different, believing we were worthy enough to express ourselves in the moment. So that's where in meditation, you'd kind of analyze what you got going on in your subconscious that keeps you blocked from bringing out who you really are. So there is endless availability of space for your consciousness to let go of things, just giving yourself the time and space in the open air, like awareness of like, as I contemplate this, it holds me back. I need to do some forward strengthening of acting on and getting this flow of who I am to act on it. And that's in the little conversations that I might think don't mean too much, but if I don't speak up, I'm not activating myself. So these things can keep reoccurring, and we don't actually like put consciousness to it. It's just like, oh, this is what I do to please others. Oh, this is just what I do to get by. I live up to their expectations because I give them all my power. Those kind of things we've got to see, we've got to let drop. And the main focus is your consciousness. Like your spirit living to feel soulfully contented. So it's the work is soulfully in ourselves, that our spirit, our soul knows a plan, is here to live our spirit in a joyful, prosperous momentum. And notice what the consciousness levels actually highlight for us. That truth is the throat chakra. So am I speaking up in my consciousness flow through life? because we can block it down, and then we have issues with lower consciousness or even bodily functions because it's all energy. We're in control of whether we stay in a flow of this consciousness growth, meet others who assist in the awareness that we're all doing the best we can in this consciousness growth, because these things are sparks of the heart that move us forward in all that we are. So no one else is driving your ship. We can give our power away so that our engines feel slack. So like truth, don't speak your truth. Don't learn to be a bit more courageous at solar plexus and heart in the moment, that you are important, what you want to say is valid, but we just need to have a few things in understanding that everyone is doing their best. So we put forward truth in like a spacious understanding that it doesn't have to be received perfectly. And we don't have to be understood the whole way, because they're just blocks to ourselves. There's 8 billion people on the planet, and we have an energetic soul tribe that we will connect with. And even just meeting, this flow happened to me yesterday, I realized that even just meeting one of our soul tribe is going to send out waves of consciousness to the rest of our soul tribe, which speeds up how we'll all meet and connect. Like as we rise in our separate locations around the planet, we'll connect more and more in a soulful led planet. And I realize that because sometimes I hit like a portal kind of atmosphere when I hear someone expressing themselves so with such integrity of like honesty and not perfection, but they've been through stuff and this is what they've learned. This is our soul tribe that we're sort of, our senses open up to, and all of a sudden you feel like you're in this portal of connection of yourself. That's the actual radiation of connection. So like you might feel like you're opened up to share something else. You're just open in a way that you can't describe to usual human consciousness. It just opens you. It's soul-led, which is really nice. So I thought I'd express that we're dropping away fear and we're being more soulfully led. So if it feels new and opening and you feel unsure of that, then just keep letting the fear drop away and trust you're being soulfully led. And just fall into the beauty of that as you trust you're being soulfully led. So yeah, let's keep that wheel spinning of our consciousness forward. I'm noticing if we hold ourselves back or we go within and say, I'm catching myself not acting on this. Why do I do that? And don't get angry with yourself. Expand all of that to either let go, or something will occur perhaps in your third eye because you're allowing the space. And then you might get inspiration at your spiritual expression, your truth center, your throat chakra. You might get inspiration there. Allow your heart to support it. You know, this is all sort of in a meditative space, but you can start walking this space the more that you open up your consciousness in this way. Like you can You can walk life like it's a higher meditative space. Not that you got your eyes closed, it's that you're consciously not blocking life as you walk through it. The same way you feel after you do a stretching session or a yoga session or something that, like, you're stretching yourself, you're breathing, and then you can get through the day. Most would have noticed if they've done yoga or they enjoy like a walk in this peaceful stretching of you're like letting go, you're stretching open. You're releasing the CO2, you're breathing in and filling up, you're living in a higher space. Well, you can notice more and more as you walk forward in life what is blocking you, what you might be noticing or need to notice why you're blocking you. If it feels like it blocks the heart's response to being truthful in life's moments. The more truthful you are with yourself, the more you're going to enjoy it. Your heart will open. It's a new foundation. And then you just learn to depend upon your soul showing up for you. So your solar plexus and heart, it's just bright. And so it's always about allowing that sort of open air space, and notice when you're not giving of yourself to life. So there's a couple of things I just wanted to mention that, so as you move forward doing that, it's just in a space of compassion, that you're speaking up for yourself, you're compassionate by following through on your truth, but you're also compassionate for those that meet your truth. But then you also have healthy boundaries that you will not break by letting people squash your truth. So you can be compassionate and say, well, I'm holding compassion for myself. This is who I am. If it means we have to part ways, so be it. In a nutshell, you know. If it means I can't speak my truth here, but yet I'm doing it as kindly as possible, then perhaps this is not the place for me to be. So then you just have a deepening and expansiveness of branching out, standing up for yourself. And that's the way life goes. In that honest, forward momentum. Because that is our consciousness and we must stand up for it. So as long as you're being honest and compassionate, like full circle, yourself and others, you can go wherever you want to go. Make sure you have that connection with yourself. Yeah, so it is a forward momentum, and you don't have to change that for anyone. Like, you don't have to change your forward momentum. But it is an active, noticing, choosing momentum. Compassion, compassion. Honesty led. So that really takes one's internal growth of what's honest for me. It's very maturing because we have to face our reflections But that alignment and that clarity is why you would want to do it. Once you get a taste of it, you can't go back. Because that taste is everything. Like a constant spark of life. Guides, am I being clear here? Have I covered everything? The most important thing is that you are heart-led, and you maintain that shape around your heart that says no one else gets to direct it. Heart-led, and no one else gets to direct it. And that is everything. God bless.